Good morning. The date is May 1st, 2015. Hope you all are doing well. It's a beautiful morning. It's a little overcast, but the sun is strong and warm. May is a good time of year. I went and saw, when I was younger, the Broadway musical Camelot. And one of the songs in the musical is called It's May, It's May, the merry month of May. And ironically, to me anyway, there was a light snowfall on the 1st of May that year. It wasn't very heavy, but it was enough to cover the trees and the ground. Sort of a dusting of snow. I thought it was funny. This book, and we've touched on the Gnostics before. The time falling bodies take to light. Mythological Sexuality and the Origins of Culture by William Irving Thompson. To me, when I first got this book, it was very enlightening, to use a pun. And the reason why I'm bringing this book up on the 1st of May is because in Egypt and the Middle East, in Syria, Palestine, some of the other countries, people still believe in witchcraft. The Gnostics have a long history of witchcraft, and though witches were persecuted by both the Protestant and the great Roman Catholic Church, witchcraft went underground. A lot of witchcraft can be found today, and sorcery, in folk history, folk legend, and folk ways. This book was printed in 1981. And the reason I'm bringing it up is because a lot of those folk ways and folk culture have been reintroduced into the United States, into North America. There always was an undercurrent of voodoo and Santorini that came from the Caribbean that was never stamped out by the great religions. But now, according to immigration policies, much of the European Enlightenment or empirical science is being submerged into Asian, South American, African, and Middle Eastern magic. And the reason I bring up the Gnostics in this book, The Time Falling Bodies Take to Light, is because I believe this is a way to introduce or reintroduce magic or deep spirituality back into Christianity. Judaism under the Kabbalah has always had a tradition of magic and deep spirituality. But for the most part, esoteric or Arcadian Christianity was stamped out. It can be reintroduced through Gnosticism. You don't have to be a full-fledged Gnostic. You don't have to divide the world as a romanticist is or does into the very evil and the very good, demons and angels, or the very ugly and the very beautiful. You don't have to bring that dichotomy, that dualism, because there's another tradition in Gnosticism where there's an underlying unity, an underlying solidarity, an underlying conformity in the spiritual world, a holistic, a monism, where everything starts to blend together at a certain level. And that's where the Gnostics come in, because they claim that through learning their type of education, you could bring about that monism, or that unity, the merging, the harmonizing of opposites into one unity. This, by some people, Christians, some Jews, some Muslims, was considered heretic, because eventually, if you proceeded resolving opposites, harmonizing, and bringing solidarity, according to theology, harmonizing good and evil, male and female, hint, hint, into an anagen, into unisex, dark and light. By harmonizing all these things, you would collapse the world and bring about the end of the world, because there would no longer be any division. That's why it was a heresy in one respect. There were other reasons, obviously personal and obviously economic, with power, people who wanted power and money on both sides, the Gnostics and the religious people in Orthodox religion wanted money and power. But that's not really the basic metatext. That's not the basic metaphysics. The basic metaphysics is to harmonize opposites, to consolidate and bring together division. This was the heresy, the foundation of the heresy. The reason why the book is called The Time Falling Bodies Take to Light, it's the metaphor. Falling bodies being the human soul, or souls, and take to light, meaning enlightenment, or discovery of the hidden secrets that the Gnostics had in illumination. Yes, I'm referring to the Illuminati that went on the sinister path. But I'm referring to the other way, the way of harmonizing, the way of bringing people together in solidarity. There's a quote I'm going to try to print from this book that has deep meaning. I'm not going to be too explanatory, because it'll take us too far off topic and we'll never get back to things that are important. After all, we should have a whole lifetime of learning. Thank you for watching this video on May 1st, 2015. Beautiful day today. Really lovely. Have a good day. Bye.